Hello and welcome to this webinar about understanding new vocabulary in context for years 7 to 9. We have three key learning aims. First of all, to understand unfamiliar verbs in context. Secondly, to understand unfamiliar nouns. And finally, to understand unfamiliar adjectives. Now, when we're understanding new vocabulary in context, there are three important questions that are really good to ask. Firstly, can I understand the root words, prefixes and suffixes? Secondly, does the sentence make sense if you replace a new word with an educated guess? And then finally, can I use a dictionary to help me? So those are the questions that you should be asking when you're trying to understand key vocabulary in context that is new or unfamiliar. Now, did you know that 60% of English words have Greek or Latin roots? That means that if you understand a few Greek or Latin roots, you'll be more likely to understand about 60% of new vocabulary that you will come across. So if we think about Greek and Latin roots, here are some Greek ones. You would see that words like air are to do with air and atmosphere. That's atmosphere, which is where we get some of our words like aeronautics, and aerosol have words like chrono or chronos, which means time, where we get some of our words like chronological or chronology. We have words like derma, dermos, which is about skin. So you have hypo, which is underneath the skin, and dermatologist. We have words like logos or logi, which is about study and speech. So biology, which is the study of life. Philosophy is the love of learning. So some of those Greek roots are important to understand for the English language and understanding new vocabulary or unfamiliar words in context. If we also think about some of the words that have Latin roots, you can see here some words like albi, which is to do with white. So we get words like albino or alabaster. We have words like femin, which is about femininity and feminism, to do with woman. Words like nomin, to do with the name, so nominate. And words like pel or pulse, to do with propulsion, repulsion, this drive or push towards or away. And things like rupt, to do with break, so rupture and interrupt. So we can see some of these Greek roots, some of these Latin roots, understanding them and understanding the words that go before and after parts of the word, prefixes and suffixes, will help us to understand new vocabulary or unfamiliar words in context. Now let's have a look at some of these adjectives. Here it talks about how some people think the coal industry is becoming anachronistic due to decreasing demand and negative effects on the environment. So anachronistic, it's a strange word, it's unfamiliar, but that adjective, if you think about chronos being about time, ana or against time, so it's not in time, it's against time, it's out of time or out of step with modern society. If you think about this word, his beneficent actions earned him a charity donation reward. Now, bene is this Greek word to do with goodness, so beneficent. So it's an unfamiliar word, but we know they're good actions. Here is, we've heard this word a lot about unprecedented, something that's unprecedented. Precedent, or is the first. So this is, we've never seen this before. Now, this word dormant is to do with the word dormer, and it's to do with sleeping. So if it's lying dormant, it's something that's sleeping or inactive. And then here we've got a highly cosmopolitan town. Cosmos is about people, and politan, so it's about the city that has a great mix of different people. So although we didn't understand the words, a knowledge of the Latin and Greek roots or the prefixes and suffixes can help us understand the words in context. Now let's think about making educated guesses. Although Vivian was quiet, she divulged secrets that no one should have known. We're not sure about that word divulged, but it's about secrets. It's about telling people things that they shouldn't really know. So divulging, could it be about exposing or showing or revealing? They were inundated by over 1,000 emails a day. So we're not sure about that word inundated, but over 1,000 emails, that's a lot. Could they be overwhelmed? I do not condone this behavior, will be punished. So if you're punished, and the word condone means that perhaps you don't accept, And then the new solution will alleviate many problems of our country. Not sure about this idea of alleviate, this word alleviate, but the idea of solution, and for problems, maybe it's about solving problems or helping. And then finally, using a dictionary. So if we look at the word aesthetics in a dictionary, we know it's to do with visuals. An aficionado is someone who's an expert, someone who's an enthusiast. Perennials, it's about things that last all year round. And diatribes are when you're raging and angry. Now, have a look at these words. Some of them are nouns, some of them are adjectives. So think about the three ideas for finding root words. Sorry, finding understanding unfamiliar words in context. Can we work out the root words? Can we make an educated guess? Can we use a dictionary? And that should help you to understand unfamiliar or new vocabulary in context. Thank you for joining me. Goodbye.